Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel, the Cockney Crafter. I'm here today just to show you my January setup. I've already shown what I've done so far in the way of my collections and my setup. So this is just January. Unfortunately, you're not going to see me drawing it all out, and that because a few weeks ago I was really poorly and I couldn't get out of bed, and so I couldn't get up and craft or anything like that, but I could sit up in bed, and to ease the boredom I drew out the whole of January. So I'm just going to show you what I did. I went with icicles and snowflakes as my decor, and as you can see, this is my month at a glance, and I've got my boxes, and instead of the top line of the box I've just done little zigzags to look like icicles. So that's my month at a glance. There's not a lot to it really. This is my fibro tracker for my fibromyalgia. Starting down, I've got all the days of the month, and 1 is good and 10 is terrible, and I've got different colours for pain, tiredness, memory and feeling sick. Because I suffered terrible memory, I thought I was getting early Alzheimer's and discussed it at length with my doctor, and it's all part of the fibromyalgia. So I like to track, and then I can see when I refer back to my journal of what I was doing or what I was eating, like whether there's any connections. For my mood tracker, I've decided to go with all different shades from light blue right down to the darkest blue. I want to draw icicles, not icicles, snowflakes. But I was going to draw them all out and then just colour them in, and then I thought, really? Drawing out 31 snowflakes? No, I'll just do it every day and number them, and they'll be in those colours for what my mood is like. So I'm looking forward to that, and looking forward to seeing how, if I'm in a not very good mood, what my snowflakes will look like compared to when I'm feeling great. Then here I've got a YouTube planner. There's 5 weeks in January, so I want to plan out different things, different ideas that I've got for the month in these 5 boxes. And again, I did the icicles at the top of every line, and I dotted around the odd snowflake. And then my weeks. I don't have separate dailies to my week. My life isn't that busy, you know, so I set it out like this, and then I've got plenty of room to write stuff like my granddaughter's birthday, my daughter's birthday, and I have my habit tracker down the bottom here because I thought I'll be looking at this every day, so I'm more likely to remember to fill it in. But we'll see how that goes. If I don't like it, I'll change it up for next month. But next month you'll see me drawing everything out. I've done numbers here from 1 to 12 twice, and they are the 24 hours of the day. I'm using this idea from Michaela at Between the Steps. Thank you, Michaela, for the inspiration. And also I was trying to think about playing with an idea from Jordan Page over at funcheaporfree.com, who says that instead of planning your life hour by hour, if you do it block by block and have certain blocks of the day where you only do that job, or like a few jobs that fall into that category, and you work out your time in blocks, she says that you'll be a lot more productive. So I thought I'll draw out Michaela's hours like this, and I'm sort of playing with the idea from Jordan Page in my mind, and so we'll see how that turns out over the month. And so because I was bedridden for just over a week it was, I drew out all the rest of the weeks for January, and on each one I've done my habit tracker in one of these bottom sections. I've always got the month at a glance, and I highlight what week it is, And like I said, I haven't got much going on in my life. I'm not a really busy person, so this amount of space for each day is perfect for me. And how many, I don't know how many I've showed you. Yeah, oh right, that's it. And that's the end of January. Next month I will be drawing it out and showing you. I don't know whether I'll keep to the same layout. I don't have a gratitude log or anything like that, memories, anything, because this is practical. This is what I use to organise myself. I've got a gratitude journal that I made, and I've also got my big junk journal that I use, that I save memories in, and that. So this for me is purely functional. So that's what I've done so far. Just before I leave you today, I wanted to show you this. If you're thinking about starting a bullet journal and you're not sure, and you don't want to commit too much, and you don't want to pay out for like a big chunky book like this, because you just want a trial, I always need another notebook to scribble ideas down in, plan out any future spread that I might be thinking of in my mind. I like to plan it out on a dot grid notebook. Now this one from Rodea has 96 pages, and I've just closed off the ends because I've already written some ideas and started to draw out some future spreads. But it's lovely paper. It's not as thick as my Lamome, because that's I think 100 GSM and this is only 80. However, if you're thinking of a trial, this was £2. £2. So that's not bad at all, you know. That is so reasonable, and you've got 96 pages, so that would last you a few, like 3 months or something like that, you know, depending on how much space you use per week and how many collections. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you that little bit of a heads up. This was £2, and I'd say it's a really good idea for someone that wants to dip their toe into the water and see whether they like bullet journaling or not. So that is that for me for now, and I probably won't be doing another bullet journal video until after Christmas now. So anyone that's watching that was just tuned in for bullet journals, have a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And also, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, just have a happy holiday season. I wish you all the best, and thank you very, very much for watching and all your support and comments. It's been lovely, and to wrap up the year, I'd just like to say thank you. Thank you to every single one of you. You really make it special for me. So have a lovely holiday season, and I'll see you all in the new year. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye.